Hello everyone, above here. Welcome to part 7 of our Subnatica hardcore playthrough. So, as you saw when we were loading up there, I thought it was really funny that it shows that we no longer have a prawn suit in our world. So that makes me very upset. But so last episode we made a lot of progress. We went into the Lost River, we explored the Warper base, the precursor cache, storage cache, whatever you want to call it. The precursor cache, the Warper base. We went to the inactive lava zone. We found the thermal plant. We actually lost our prawn suit trying to do that in the progress, which sucks. And then we came down to the active lava zone. We were able to get down here, and we jumped in and we saw the sea for Leviathan for the first time. She's swimming down here. Now, I'm very sketchy and skeptical about doing this. So the one really nice thing about this area is it doesn't take away, like, how most areas have that, like, extra, you lose extra oxygen for coming down here. That doesn't happen down here. We also have all this rebreather and everything. But so yeah, losing the prawn suit's a big deal. We also have some corals down here, so we can get quite a bit of oxygen out of that.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
These are just boulders. But yeah, so here are some of the Samper eggs. And basically what's going on here is the precursors were trying to hatch them, but they were unsuccessful. Here's actually a portal out of here. This is the portal that leads to the enforcement platform, by the way. It's very sketchy because that Reaper Leviathan can just come up and grab you. Your friend here has to say. You hear that thing because there's a bio, not a bio, I shouldn't say that, but there's a thing you can put an ion cube in down there. Can I put one right here? Okay. I didn't remember how this worked, but we already opened all the other portals, so I'm not worried about ion cubes at all. We gotta watch our oxygen though. Oh, right.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
There's jail sacks in here. So what she's talking about is the precursors were always trying to take their eggs. Oh, we have to insert the hatching enzymes. Did we? We didn't get that recipe, did we? We did not. Wants us to insert the hatching enzyme, but it hasn't given us the formula for it yet. Ignore her super scariness. Go ahead and open up this portal. We won't go through this 1A because I don't want to go through and fight the Reaper. Not fight the Reaper, but deal with the Reaper.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
So there, we got the hatching enzyme to actually allow our eggs to hatch. And this recipe sounds super difficult, but it's super easy, and all the portals up there actually take us straight to it. So there's a couple things going on with this. Water, because we're getting low. So the way she keeps talking, right, is that they kept trying to take it. By the way, everything down here is peaceful. There's some bone sharks, there's some stalkers. But anyhow, they kept trying to like forcefully hatch her eggs, which A is a huge problem, and B, so she's like telepathically communicating with us. She cannot do that with the precursors. Like, because the precursors were machines. They weren't necessarily like human. They were conscious, but you can't like what I'm assuming is the telepathic only works with like a conscious mind. You can't do that with a digital mind. I think that's the reason that she couldn't ever talk to the precursors. And so the whole time, what's happening is they're both sitting there probably thinking each other is without, for lack of a better term, inaudible. Or mute, or they can't communicate, they don't understand their language. That both ways see that there's not a way to decipher that and break that down. So, it's just a cool little bit of lore. But now we get the fun and terrifying task to go build this. So these 4 portals take us to the 4 locations we need to do this. So, I hate going through these portals because it's always sketchy where you land on the other side. But we can do it. These 4 portals you can come straight back through. Like, all the portals you can come straight back through other than the ones from the other facilities that just take you, like, the mountain. Okay, this one's okay. I don't remember what's here. But see, we're only 1,000 meters away from our life pod. Is this the enforcement platform? Is that where we're at right now? No, it's not. This is one of the caches. This is the bulb forest one, or the mushroom forest, if I'm right. Yeah, shell outcrop. Oh, sweet. I like this one a lot. But see, just take that and we got that mushroom sample. Oh yeah, we're in kind of by the blood kelp. Yeah, we can pretty easily go back to our base right now. There's also this area in the game that we will go to. It's called the Dunes, and that's what I'm always scared that this area is. Don't tell me I just lost that. Okay, found it. Anyhow, so here's kind of what I was thinking today, and what I'm planning on doing with this series. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is not a full-time thing for me. This is something I'm doing just because, hey, I'm having fun with it. I've got a lot of other responsibilities in life right now I gotta do. Well, not really, but career development responsibilities, I should say. Anyhow, what's going on with it is what I want to do this series is this episode will build this, and either this episode or next will finish the story of the planet. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but this episode or the next we will finish the story. And then on top of that, I'm gonna do at least 1 bonus episode, if not 2, just like going around and having fun. Because I've kind of been upset with how I've done this series, just because I love this game and I've gone through it so fast, and I really haven't meant to be doing that. But it's just like I have so much knowledge of this game. So that, first of all, hurts. B, the fact that we did it on hardcore, which A, was a challenge I've always wanted to do, and we've still not completed that. We're close, but we've not completed it. We can still die and have to redo it all. And, but if we, like, let's just say we can complete this, I'm going to finish the story, then I'm going to do 2 bonus episodes. If I die during those bonus episodes, I don't care. Alright, this is the bulb forest. Relatively safe here. Metal salvage, I'll take you. You see, we're just getting all these samples, and these bigger ones will deteriorate, but it's not a big deal to us. But anyhow, the gassy habitat can get turned off. But so we've gone through it really fast. I'm upset about that, but I'm gonna still have a lot of entertaining stuff after. But I've also thought about doing like modded playthroughs of this. Like, there's 2 I've really been looking at. for just like keeping the core game intact. Like the giant Leviathan ones, I think will be really cool to like do for a one-off video, right? But overall, like as a series, I don't think they'll be very good, just because how they break the game like crazy. Like you almost can't play with them, or everything I've seen about them. I could be completely wrong. But oh, dang it, we have to go back to the Empress actually. So there's 4 portals, as you can see, and we only have there's 4 portals out. So we have to go back and find this thing called the Sea Crown. It's the very first one right there. So we'll run back here and do that. But sorry, anyhow. But yeah, so we will do some fun stuff. Just because I haven't done the series, I really didn't mean to do it. It's just I had so much fun, and if I had cut down and only done like hour-long episodes, it would have been really fun. The thing is, it's just like, okay, let's think about it, right? We could have done, like, let's think about the game and break it down in episodes like we want to. Right here, see that. It's beautiful. And let's break down the game how we want to. So, we have 1 episode as the beginning where we're literally just grabbing resources, all that. That's cool. 2 episodes to build a base, right? That'd be cool. The biggest thing is, like, there's so much gameplay just about building resources, so that's kind of hard. If you leave it in there, I think you guys get bored, and I understand that. I'd get bored too, unless I'm just like sick on my couch watching this, which, you know, I'm sure someone will eventually, but or a 12-year-old that you can't afford the game wants it. You know, trust me, little homie, I've been there. But so that's 3 episodes of the beginning, building the base, and then we do the Aurora Explorer. Then we do the Aurora Explorer. That can be another good one. So that's 3. And then the Crab Snake area, that's 4. And then we do the Grand Reef, 5. Blood Kelp, 6. Then we do Lost River, 7, and Lava Zones, 8. We can even do 8 and 9, but that's pretty skimming, so I'm just gonna call it 8. Then we do this place, 10. We do Escape, 11, and then we can do like 1 or 2 bonuses. So like, I would have a couple more episodes. My concern though would be that it'd just be so, like, I don't want to say boring, but it's so short, to the point, and when you get there, like, the Aurora is probably the thing that takes the longest to do. Right? It'll probably, it's a like guaranteed 45-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute skip. Oh, we're in Lost River. Oh, this is the one I hate, because this spits us out right by the Ghost Leviathan. Anyhow. This will give us the eye stock, the second one. But, like, I don't know. So like, let's say we could make 12 good, so it goes Leviathan, 30, 45-minute long episodes. Very careful with this guy, because he will kill us in one shot. Let's see what we need right over here. I can't see him, he's out of like my vision, but I can sure hear him. Okay, we got that. That's always the sketchiest one to do. But so like, if we did this another way, we could have done, 12 solid episodes. If I cut out like all resources, and they'd all be 30, 45 minutes long. And that's cool. But like, what sucks about it is oh, that's out of battery. I've experienced this game so much that until I put mods, like the mods I was saying about, where there's the randomizer, where it randomizes all item locations, spawns. And there's also one, and it was very new, and it was still early last time I saw it, but it basically would reorient the map and had it basically could like inverse the map, and so the entrances to certain zones, like the lava zone, you get through the blood kelp or through, you know, the Great Barrier Reef, like we went to, or the Grand Reef. You know, all that's randomized, like Reaper spawn stuff are randomized, but it put the same number of them and they're around specific locations. And so I think if we do that, it would be a fun experience for me as well, because I get to re-experience this game I love. And, you know, not have the knowledge, so I really have to go seeking stuff. But so bright. Oh, this one's definitely the mountain. No, it's not. This is... Where is this? Where are we? Our hunger is pretty low, so we need to go back. We'll have to go to Cyclops almost immediately. Yeah, I don't like this. Something's making sounds. That's freaky. Alright, we're done with that. We're only at 300 meters too, so if we come back to this one during the daytime, we'll probably see something. But yeah. So I mean, we might do a second series of this, but I don't know. I don't know. If you guys comment, just let me know what you guys want to see, because I'm happy to play this. And I'm like I'm not recording all these at the same time, but like unfortunately I'm like kind of as a small channel, I don't have a lot of content out, so everything. It's weird. The sea dragon literally just clipped through the entire building. It's so freaky. Oh, let's see if we can get the Cyclops dying. That freaks me out too. Yeah, both of the sea dragons in this playthrough have just been so weird. They're doing weird stuff. Like, he's not supposed to come near this building at all. The other guy was just like, he wasn't there, and then he was. But back to my thing. Tell me what you guys want. I will do it. Like, that's kind of the end of the conversation. Like, I don't have a lot of like channel backlog, but because of the God of War schedule hurt. I think it hurt the channel because A, it was pushing out 4 videos a day, including Halo, which really hurt. Oh shit. I'm sorry, but try not to swear. I am sorry for everyone. But so the God of War upload schedule, and for everyone that doesn't know, what we did was we did 4 episodes a day. And so what was happening, kind of behind the scenes of the creative idea was, I figured that was weak, so I was going to do that, was at noon, we were going to release the God of War gameplay video, the playthrough, okay? And then, you know, I don't actually want to build anything else. I've got an idea for what I'm going to do. I have an idea and it might fail miserably. We will see. I don't think it will. Maybe not. I need this guy to stop doing weird stuff. I'm worried if I go right there, he'll kill me. He's going through the floor again. He literally went underneath the map. Which is something all Leviathans do in this game, it's not just him. But we finally got all those pests off. Oops. So yeah, so the God of War upload schedule was the gameplay at noon. So we had the gameplay at noon, right? The playthrough, and that was typically an hour to 2 hours long. And there was one that was 4 hours long, but that's because we 100%ed a Niflheim, which is just a big realm. It's basically like I wouldn't say roguelike mode. I don't think that's right, but it's kind of along those lines. So it's tweaking. But it's kind of like that, where you just have to keep going in this, puzzle chamber almost, and keep, killing enemies and stuff and getting rewards and grinding that out. But it was a 4-hour long video, and that's just how long it took. And that was just kind of like a BOGO video, like had no story, nothing important, and it had a Valkyrie fight. And then at 2 o'clock, I posted a boss fight video from a previous episode. It was just like a throwaway one, because I always had, depending on what was in that episode, I always tried to get, like, if that episode had 2 really important boss fights, I put those boss fights at the 2 and 4 o'clock upload. Alright, we just gotta go. But if I just had, like, that one only had one boss fight, like one true boss fight in the whole thing, so I just put that Valkyrie at the 4 o'clock, then I put a random one I had left over that I was going to upload, because I uploaded every single boss fight to YouTube. Every single one that I'm aware of. I definitely could have missed one. Too bad hatch. I'm not going to deny that fact at all. But I don't believe I did. And there was like 30 boss fights in total, including on story fights. But so I did the gameplay at noon, boss fights at 2 and 4, and then I did a Halo video at 6 every day. I missed like 2 days, and then I decided, like, oh, I want to do everything daily. Now the schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Or Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Halo. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays are long form. So that's going to be whatever we're playing. That's Subnatica, that's everything. And then Sunday is kind of a freebie. So I've thought about making YouTube shorts again. Just because I have so much like background content that we could very easily like outfit into that. And so I can push out a couple of those during the day. And just be like a quick thing I can do. Or I can do a whole Halo. Or like what I did last week was it was a Halo video. Oh no, I want to remember this location. It's fine, we will. So we'll come here. It's gonna be this giant crack by the giant mushroom tree. We will remember that, hopefully. But yeah, so I mean, there's just a lot going on, and I'm learning this stuff and figuring it out. So sorry, it is not the smoothest process. I understand that, but it is a learning process nonetheless. But so, like I said, now Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Halo. Then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is whatever game we're playing, or long form is what I'm calling it. And that's what I'm really enjoying, because A, I get to play multiple games, and B, like, the expectation for me is a lot lower. That's what I can say. Like, what I had fun with the God of War schedule was basically how I went about that. It wasn't the world's easiest process. I'm gonna grab this just because I didn't leave a whole lot of resources at the base. But what I liked about that schedule is I would play like 4 hours at a time. It's like my current life schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't do anything. So I go to work for, I'm gone at work for 13 hours those 3 days. And then when I get home, my only responsibility is to do my school and to study. Like, that's the only thing I give myself. And so I'm currently filming this a few days before break. I finished all my assignments for the week. And so we're, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. doing this, or sorry, Monday night, and I finished out the week already for everything I do. And so, hey, I don't have anything to do. This is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna play this for 2 hours. I'm gonna make a video. But so when I was doing God of War, that's what I was doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't do a single thing, but I had a 4-day weekend. So I had spent, you know, kind of sad to admit this, but like I didn't have a whole lot to do during those 4 days off. So I had to go, you know, do whatever I'm doing. The legs freaked me out. I thought that was a sea dragon. I go do whatever I was gonna do, you know, whatever. And then when I had time, I would do like a 4-hour period. And it was so bad. Of like one point, I was doing this like I had a full day, and I got home at like 11 o'clock, and then at midnight to like 6 a.m. I did a whole stint. I was awake for like 30 hours. It was something stupid. Don't do that. Would not recommend. However, the things I will say is it was fun for me because I got to play God of War, and I would play it for like 4 to 6 hours straight. Whatever I would do, right? That's dumb. I'm not doing that. Oh, my inventory is full, so it dropped the battery. But so I played like 6 hours straight, and so that was 3 gameplay videos for God of War. And then those 3 gameplay videos. Then when I went to do the editing, what I would do is I was uploading the like playthrough video, and that took like 2 hours or more. Get this ion battery, it's ours now. You can also charge these batteries, which is really cool. It's a power cell. But I don't have any resources left behind. I'm aware of that. I'm okay with that. But so like, I got to play God of War for a long time, and when I was uploading the videos, because the videos were between an hour and 2 hours long for most of them, it took probably 45 minutes for all those videos to upload. Okay, this is a little scanner room. There are 2 cameras. You go fly around it, but I don't really care for them. But I'll show you. See, go dome around this camera. You can also come back and like dock it, so it recharges and the battery doesn't go low on it. But anyhow, like, it was really fun to do that because when that video was uploaded, I can go back through and edit out the 2 boss fight videos, and I just had them ready in my folder. And I also, along when I very first started doing CE, and I was kind of, you know, haphazardly doing it, it was, you know, that when I was started and I was doing CE, I for some reason like I did the first like 4 episodes in 3 days, and then the last 5 or the last 6 episodes I did it within a night. And I hit the YouTube like upload limit for a week, and it hurt me. But like I was able to get them all in. I was only able to like upload 1 video a day for the rest of the week. But anyhow, we were able to go and as that video was uploading, go edit out the boss fight videos, then upload those 2, then upload the next gameplay, and when that was uploading, editing that. And so that was kind of a fun process, and it was so easy to do because I had to sit there and wait for that to upload anyhow. And so like I'm gonna go edit out those 2 things, and I got bored and I was editing out shorts. Because there was one day where like I was sick, and I didn't know what was wrong with me, but so I just took the day at home, and I laid in bed. Alright, for a while, and I was like, screw it, and I literally just put on my headset, and I was like, alright, we're gonna record this, and I recorded God of War for like 10 hours straight, and it wasn't great, but I got like 5 episodes down, and so like, we made a lot of progress doing that, but I'm waiting for it to turn dark, just because it's like right there, I don't want to go fight a Reaper in the dark. But so like God of War came together well, and then Halo, doing the speedrun videos were really easy to do. And I'm kind of trying to figure out what our next like series is once we finish, because the Reach speedrun video is going out now. We just finished the ODST that got uploaded. The last one Sunday, I believe, and the Oni or Oni Sword Base just got uploaded today, Tuesday or Monday. Yeah, because that's the Halo upload day. And anyhow, it just got uploaded. So that series is going, so that series will wrap up at the end of next week, and I'll start filming new things. Subnatica will also wrap up at the same time as Reach. Then I think what we're going to do is a Deathless run. Just because I think that's going to be a fun video to do next. Then I would do I'm going to do synopsis videos over everything. I think that'll be fun, and that's something that's going to have to challenge me a lot more in editing and voice rolling. Like, I'm going to have to develop a script, and I think that's all really cool. I should have just gone when we had the chance. I don't know why I waited so long. But yeah, I mean, that was really cool. I love this cap. But just a lot going on. But so a lot of future plans and stuff, and we're still testing stuff out. But just having fun. This is a really nice thing that's kind of keeping me going. Between the stresses of work and school, this is just such a fun project for me. And I'm trying to work on quality. I really am. So I'm sorry it's not been super great. Still infected, but sorry it's not been super great. But I promise I am working on it. So I'm kind of hoping to do things better. And I just want to let you guys know, just because we play a game doesn't mean that game's done, doesn't mean it's dead. Like, God of War's wrapped up now. But if you guys want to see God of War stuff, I will go back and do God of War. You guys want to see a melee only playthrough, tell me and I will do it. It will not be 100% though. So there's no point to if you're only doing melee and you don't have to upgrade anything. But yeah. For turn daylight, because I messed up and I forgot what time it was. You gotta look at our observatory though. Yeah, I like do more. Looks like it's turning in day. So beautiful. So beautiful these guys are. So, if you guys want to see God of War, if you guys want to see Subnatica, let me know. Just because it's over doesn't mean we can't revisit it. Just because it's over doesn't mean we can't do a second playthrough. Doesn't mean we can't do a challenge. Let's have fun, do what we want. But, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just stalling and ranting here, but short story short, I want to make people happy. So, if you guys want to see something, tell me.
Systems online.
So we are going to do two very risky things right now. And also, something I was thinking about yesterday, we've seen Reapers, and we've gotten terrified of them, but we've not gone face to face with them yet. And so that's accidentally what we're going to do right now. It's still dark, it would be really nice. So we activated that portal at the end of the Emperor, and we now have the hatching enzymes, correct? Yes, we do. So what we are going to do is, very foolishly, we're going to go to the mountain, which is right here, the stem. We're going to go around the right side where the Reaper is, and we're going to go into that portal. We're actually going to go into that moon pool, but that portal's also there. It's so dark. I don't want to do this, but here we are. Hi, buddy. Please leave me alone. I'm actually more scared of workers pulling me out like right next to this guy. That's what I'm really terrified of. don't hit anything, we should be okay. He's keeping his business, keeping ours. Alien vent over there. Looks like he's staying over there, which is good to me. That wreck we haven't explored yet, and I'm okay with that. Last time we came through, our sea moth didn't have the depth to do it. Oh, here's a second Reaper over here. I thought there was only one over here, but I guess there's multiple. Where? I hear those warpers. I cannot let them like pull me out. Oh, right here is what we're looking for. I was too far underneath it. I thought I was looking for that. So we're gonna take our Seamoth through this. I'm hoping this works, and I'm hoping this doesn't destroy your Seamoth. Because when we get to the other side of this, our crush depth is very far. See, we're like, we're almost double. But as you see, this area is different. It doesn't really affect that. So I'm happy this works. We also take it out because when you go out, the Reaper can grab you out there if you're not careful. And there's a cutscene we have to, where you're just kind of floating in water, and it's scary. And I've had it grab my prawn suit, so we're going to insert the hatching enzymes there. Oh, hatching. Beautiful babies. Kind of freaky looking. Yeah, they're so cool. Hi, they're going to go say hi to their mama. Five beautiful babies.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell.
So she just gave her life. So she doesn't really wait, but look at this. Enzyme 42. So every time you change your course oil, it's like you can't get the thing off. Now,
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
so she's gone now. She's, you know, she's dying. She's pretty much dead. But she is dying, and even if she lives, she can't escape here. There's nothing we or she can do. She cannot escape. She is trapped here forever. She's not fit in this portal, but her children can. And so she stayed alive long enough to have her children and to make sure her children go to the world. And as we'll see when we come out of here, as long as we don't get jump scared by a Reaper, her kids are out here. And what's happening is they're spreading the enzyme out here too. I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt you. But so they're curing the world, and this is what the precursors were looking for the whole time. And the only issue is that they would not listen. they just couldn't listen to her. They couldn't hear her. So that's the result. You know, it's very sad. Yeah, I'm emotional about it. But so what all they needed for the cure was to free the Sea Emperor and allow her children to live and not being captured. And they just took such a robotic manner to it. But so we're on the enforcement platform, and because we're cured now, turn this bad boy off. Surprised they didn't try to go around the side to, you know, punch the thing. Yeah, look at this place now. So creepy. The enforcement platform is now offline because there's no more need for it. The bacterium that had the Plantinum under quarantine is secured. You see, I don't like how dark it gets. I really like the Forerunner infrastructure and all its lights and everything. Also, Warpers, they're non-hostile now because we're cured. They won't teleport us out. They won't attack us. They won't do anything goofy. It's really nice. So it's one less hostile enemy in the game. One sad thing is, though, is our Cyclops is now 2,000 meters below the water. So, yeah. That's hanging out there for an extended period. So now, there's only one logical thing to do. A, escape whatever is making that sound. We are getting away from that. Yeah, so now the enforcement platform's down. So we can go, and we have the escape rocket that we were given. 2 ion cubes. I hope that's enough. Build the escape rocket that was given to us. That's a long process, but I think that would be good to add on to the rest of this video. So. That's just a piece of story that's really heavy for me. It always has been. Just like, you know, it was just kind of a really simple thing of they didn't ever try to physically communicate with this thing. They were just observing it, studying it, and trying to find it. And if they just gone to it, and that kind of it's kind of crazy, to be 100% honest, of hey, basically what I'm saying right now is to go and say something crazy to a coyote, you know, a little more complicated than that, but that's the gist of, let's go talk to this coyote and, you know, see what it has to say. That's what I'm saying. I understand that's ludicrous, but no, how short am I? I'm too short. We also need a computer chip. Cable cord, gold, copper wire. That's been there and it's been driving me crazy. So that tells me I like dropped one piece of copper somewhere and it's just sitting around. Gold, table coral, and copper. Or actually, that probably doesn't mean copper at all. It means there's a deposit nearby, but we destroyed our prawn suit, so unless we remake a new prawn suit, it's gone. We're also going to need glass pretty soon. I just cannot believe we destroyed our prawn suit. Good, how are you? I can't believe we did that. Silver, we'll need that. Lead, we got plenty of that. So this first canopy is just really simple. So like this is the only reason I'm not going down the Cyclops again. And it's easy to get back to Cyclops. I'm not overly worried about that. It's going well. We're just kind of playing through and getting everything figured out. Nope. You stay there. Oh, you're kidding me. I do a lot of stuff. So Halo's gonna be our biggest. We did God of War before, and we'll do some more in the future. But yeah, so comment, let me know what games you guys want to see next. So I'm thinking Subnatica Below Zero will be the next game, just because like I'm in a position where I'm really excited for Subnautica 2, which has been released. There's a lot of behind the scenes drama which I don't like what's going on, but overall like I'm pretty excited about this game. I'm very worried that the company is trying to replicate this first game too much. That is something I'm very conscious and very worried about. And how do I still not have enough titanium? Are you kidding me? I picked up like 3 pieces. Alright, I'm just dumping a bunch of stuff in this locker. Cuttlefish, we have 3 cuttlefish now. But yeah, so yeah, they're both deposits. I figured that was the case. So I kind of flirted the idea with doing God of War Ragnarok after doing God of War. I would like that, but it's expensive on PC. And quite frankly, I'm just not in the position that, you know, not broke, just tuition's expensive. So I don't want to buy it for $80. If I can see it get below $30, I'll heavily consider it because I like it, and it's also that is the last game I have a PS4, and I'm happy to sell it because I know if they make the 6th God of War, when they eventually do that, because God of War 2018 was 4, Ragnarok was technically 5, so the upcoming will be 6. Alright, I got copper wire. I need a piece of gold. Hey, leave me alone. Looking for a piece of gold. Really hard to see, but So I don't have Ragnarok on PC, and that is quite honestly the only reason we are not doing it as a series yet. Because I would have loved to, and I would have loved to with the new channel format. Or not the format, but the new video upload schedule, because I think that would have been a lot more fun for me. To try to hopefully see more progress out of it, but you see one piece of gold.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation.
I'm surprised it
followed by
hasn't given
eventual
that one
asphyxiation.
a lot before. But yeah, so we wouldn't be doing God of War Ragnarok, but we're doing this. I think Below Zero would be a really fun series to do. And also, I'm not nearly as experienced in Below Zero as this one. I still have a lot, but overall, there's not a whole lot there compared to this. So I think A, as a viewer, that would be a lot more fun because like I will have to go searching for stuff. B, I'm still a lot more scared of that game than I am in this game, even though I'm terrified of this game. And C, I think it's just more enjoyable for me because I love playing this, but it's one of those of like, I have to remember stuff too well for work and school and everything, and so it's like when I go to relax and play a game like Subnatica, when I go relax and play a game like Subnatica, it's difficult because after the second time I've played it, I feel like I remember everything. So that's kind of one of the unfortunate bits to it. I love this game, and every time I start it again, it's so much fun. And like, it took a year for me to play this again, but because the last time I played this was September, as for what our saves say, so maybe there's something missing there, but just, man, I wish I could do it all over again and just not remember a single thing. And I wish I could do that and basically like lose the memories of that for like a week. And I want someone to do that to me and tell me like, you know, basically say it like, I know that's happening, no one's gonna kidnap me and lobotomize me, but that's crazy to talk to, I shouldn't say, but if I could have that where someone just says, hey, this is one of your favorite games of all time, you will play this a dozen times in the years to come. So, and you'll play this a dozen times in the years to come. Here's another secret. And just let me go into this fresh again. I wish I could do that with God of War again. See how epic that game was. I wish I could do that with Red Dead 2 again and basically get told that, because I went to Red Dead 2 blind. Like, I knew Red Dead 1 was a big game, but I never played it. And essentially what was going on, that was like, I was playing it, I got so bored on the first chapter, and like, I was so bored, and like, I literally was falling asleep in the first chapter. Most people were. Here's 2 deposits. 3 deposits. Gold. Silver. Which I need, so we're gonna drop. Use water. Alright. There's another deposit, but it's staying behind. But I know that's another one of those games that I wish I could get that do over again. Just because, like, I kind of had this bad attitude about it when I was playing it. And that was just because, like, I think it was one of those things that, like, I was in high school when I was playing Red Dead, but like I was having a bad attitude when it came out, and then I kind of bought it just like on a whim when it came out because everyone was talking about it, how amazing it was, and then I was playing it. It was such a beautiful story, and then I got past the first chapter, and then the second chapter I was kind of still iffy on it, but the third chapter and on, it was like addicting immediately, and it was just this amazing thing. Yeah, like I can't say anything less about it. Just this absolutely amazing experience. And like I wish I could go and just say, hey, I want you to play this. It'll take you 2 hours. You'll do this for 2 hours, and then you will have the most fun in your entire life. Oh, I put the table pull up. That's why. You will play this. You will have 2 hours of gameplay, and then after that, it will be one of the most fun games you've ever played in your life. I wish someone could tell me that, so I could go back and just have an amazing memory of this. Our mobile vehicle bay. We are actually going to move this thing because this launch platform is actually so massive it casts this giant shadow. And so when you do that above your base, it gets kind of annoying just because your base is now always in the dark. Now typically when you build this thing, you're not in your base for too much longer. Go this way. Yeah, that should be good. Yep. Nope, I want you to drop this way. The front is not going where I want it to go. Let's go further away. Let's just try doing it now. There we go. Yeah. See how look how massive this thing is. Look how long it takes to build. So this is a 5-part rocket. So we need the platform, then the gantry to build it, the fuselage, or the thrusters, then the fuselage, then the cockpit. Look how absolutely massive this is. Giant Neptune thud in the water. How huge this is. It's insane. So plasteel, copper wire, and lubricant. So that's not too bad. We'll have to go find a little bit more copper, some more titanium, of course, lithium, and then grab some lubricant. And lubricant's gonna be right over here. And there's also where we're gonna have to go. There's a lot of limestone left behind, so we'll go find some copper, hopefully. How much glass do I have? I have 2 pieces, and I have enough for a third, so I'm okay on glass right now. So right now we're looking for copper. We need to keep an eye on our auction. Make sure we get to the surface in time. Limestone. Copper. Sweet. 1 out of 2. Yep. Let's keep an eye if we can see some stocking teeth. That would be great. Mobile vehicle bay. Let's get some titanium metals. How much do we have now? 6. So we need 4 more pieces. Plenty of lead in case anyone wants it. silver. A lot of sandstone here all of a sudden. We're losing the lead. Just don't care. Okay, so let's head back to base. We need one more copper still. So if I see limestone, I'll stop and grab it. Here's 2 pieces. Titanium, inventory full. Copper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 14. So we got plenty of titanium. I'll drop 1 piece of titanium, which is also sin because now we have an uneven amount of inventory, but oh well. We can come back and find that stuff later. So now that we're just kind of like collecting resources and stuff, I want to talk about the bonus episodes idea, right? And so I have a handful of goals written down. I want to finish, like, truly finish our base, and the only last thing to finish in our base is to build the aquarium. And so we can hatch the cuttlefish and everything, and plant stuff, and just go crazy. And then, furthermore than that, we're gonna hatch all the cuttlefish, of course. We're gonna make our buddies. Oh, we need lithium too. Something I overlooked. Hey, we got 1 piece. So, make that glass just to save us inventory spot. I'll put it all back in here. Oh, didn't mean to access that. So glass can get in here, iron cubes can get in here. Come back. All the silver I'm gonna put in here. Same with gold. We'll make a copper wire, but so we're gonna build the aquarium and everything, and then we're gonna also get all 5 cuttlefish. So they are our friends, and we will have them all. Okay, slightly less aggressive fashion now. We're gonna hatch the cuttlefish, and we're gonna set a couple of them free, and then they'll be our buddies. And we'll go and so do some scary stuff. So first I want to do like the dumb explorers. So we're gonna go to the dunes. Of course we'll have to go there anyhow to find one of the final cuttlefish. And then post that, grab this stuff. Just look at this piece of lithium. But post that, we're gonna go explore, and I want to explore the area directly under the Aurora. Because after this episode, I won't be afraid of dying anymore. So there's not a whole lot of progress we can lose. If I brought my Cyclops back, also these resources would be a lot faster, because we have most of them. But at the same time, that's gonna take like half an hour, and I don't want to do it. But keep an eye out on auction. There's gotta be 1 piece of titanium somewhere, or lithium somewhere. I know the second I put that scanner on, it's gonna find 1,000,000 pieces that we just went right by. But oh well, that's what we'll do, because A, we need to find this stuff, and B, we'll need probably 10 more pieces of it too. But, so, we're going to explore the area directly beneath the Aurora and see what's there now, because I forget what's there all the time. So this is the shelf the Aurora's on. It's a basin. Yeah, here's the shelf the Aurora's on. But actually, what's our camera range? I forget that. See, it's got power and health, but I wonder if we can go over here and do that. There's a piece right here. I knew there was. Anyhow, we're also going to go and we are going to feed a Leviathan Reaper a peeper. Because there's this fun little thing you do. Like, I kind of showed it with the stalkers of how we could do it. And so you can also do that with a Reaper and they'll leave you alone. Short term, not long term, short term. Then we're going to go and we're going to kill every single Reaper Leviathan we find. Here's where it starts to cut out at 350 meters. I wonder if A, we get to 500, and B, we can get here without the Reaper killing us. Check real quick. So there is a upgrade. Speed range upgrade. Do I have that? I do. That camera's kind of screwed. But we're also so close here. Hopefully we get here. You hear the Aurora shifting around. Oh, whew, that scared me. I thought we got grabbed. $600 meters out though is no joke. If we had 100 meters, if we were just a little bit closer. Still going though. I can't tell where we're at though. Yeah, so I think we're in the right area. Cannot tell at all though. 700 meters still going. That's 8 AM. Yeah, I think we just got lost and I'm not gonna keep going. Oh, I don't even think I can connect to that anymore. But yeah, so we were just doing that for fun. I was also getting really nervous right there for some reason. I don't know why. But so we'll go feed a Reaper, we'll go kill all the Reapers and maybe a Sea Dragon just because they would be crazy. Just for fun. And then on top of that, we'll go in the Void just to have fun and explore over there. The 4 pieces we have. So I think that'll be a very good time. So just see everyone, and then we'll go to the Dead Zone. Show everybody that. Just have fun. So, and then one more, we'll go explore the Blood-Kelp Forest a lot more. Just because I know we went in there, we were just kind of chicken and grabbed what we needed and got out, did explore. We didn't even see the crab squid there. So we'll go there. And then we'll go to the bottom of the floating islands too, just why not? We were scared to go to that. Dark.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So we have 6 titanium, so if we just get a little bit more, we can definitely get plasteel going really quick. So because it's dark, we'll go sleep real quick, get back up. Turn this off for a minute, just 'cause it annoys me. camera's just gone. It doesn't even show it on the map anymore. Neptune rock even has its own thing. I don't know what I did today, but I bruised my toe and it was driving me crazy. So I got to work. That's the Met guard in my boot. But now we get the super awesome dubstep. When our 4 buddies go, they remind me of the robots from Subnatica Industries and Transformers Animated. Show I grew up on. You also see like what I was talking about, like you can really see the clouds right here. About there's just this like weirdly obstructing cloud on the mountain. Something I also wish that could this game be played with is like a super high render distance, so you can see the 2 islands at all times. Ooh, hiccups. Alright. This is where it gets expensive, so. Oh man. Can I stop hiccuping for like 30 seconds? Maybe not. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Okay, so. We have enough if I get 1 thing of titanium to make boosters. If I get 1 scrap metal. And there's a million over here. And then we also have enough for the wiring kit. And I know on the Cyclops we have oh, what do we have? Of course, when you're looking for this metal salvage, I can't find it. I know for a fact we have rubies and some mountain staying away from. But we have rubies, we have gel sacks, so we can make the 2 arrow gel very easily. I don't know that we have any nickel, which is what I am concerned about. So we'll have to figure something out with the nickel. I'm thinking if I don't have it, we can just sea moth into the Lost River.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm trying to think because there's not a portal we can just take to the Lost River. I put all my silver away. Let me grab some silver. Also, why we go to the Cyclops, we need to make some enamel glass. We'll have to make, I don't know how many, but I'm thinking at least 2, and if we have the opportunity, 3 pieces. I'm just gonna take this all with me. But we have that stuff made. Basic stuff. But
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm trying to think, how do I want to approach this? Because nickel is something we're gonna have to find. No matter what, we're gonna have to go find nickel, I think. I don't know. Let's. Alright, we're right here by the island. So let's go to the portal. At the island. We'll go through, go to the Cyclops, get all the gear we can. Come back out, and if we don't have nickel, we don't have nickel. And we don't have a vehicle there. So there's not really anything we can do. Right? So we'll come back through this portal, do the same, get up we have going. We'll do the exact same thing, but we'll get back to the Seamoth, go to Bloodkelp Forest, get into the Lost River that way, go find a couple pieces of nickel. So. Also, something we need to grab while we're there, if I can if I remember it, hopefully, we need to grab the Cyclops shield generator. Because that is something that will come into play, and it's very important. And ion cubes is another thing I'm worried about, because like they were talking about, they sent us the design for the rocket, and they figured everything out except for the power source. That was the only thing that couldn't get figured out right away. And my shocker ready in case the Leviathan wants to run his mouth. Quite literally. Wrong platform. Is it this one? No, it's not. That one. Deeper? Oh, yeah, it's deeper. It's over here. Hi, Warper. We're buddies now. Right, tie right there. All the enzymes surround. But yeah. So we'll just go see what resources we have available. She's gone now. She's fully gone. She's still a little bit in there, but not much. But she's been in here. It's been 1,000 years since the last, not warper, the precursors were on the planet. I'm gonna leave this here just so it's faster for us to get out. Hopefully the sea dragon's not going crazy. Get over here. See what's happening. This facility's so massive. Sprint through the thing, it still takes you like 2 minutes. But so anyhow, they were talking about the power source and ion cubes with power source, and this is actually an ion cube fabricator. I think I went over this in the last episode. But the thing is, it generates endless ion cubes. All you have to do is drill them with a bronze suit. Unfortunately for us, we lost the thing. And so, it's not that I'm going to sit here and avoid the prawn suit, but we're also at the point in the gameplay and the point in the story where it's a really nice addition, but it's not required. Their Seamoth can do everything, and then we have all the portals open. So, like, that's all really nice. 20%, that guy's still cooking around somewhere. Alright, let's go find our stuff. So crystalline sulfur is going to be really important. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to take these stalker teeth, and everything else can stay here. Gold, lead, titanium. I'm going to take all this. I'm going to make a titanium ingot out of it, just for fun. 1 piece of lithium is crazy. I'm going to make some stuff out of that. Let's go fabricate a bunch. So I'm gonna make these 2 into a nameless glass because we're not gonna use stalker teeth for anything else. Plain and simple, like there's no point. So we'll save ourselves some space by doing that, and hopefully have the enamel glass we'll need for later. I don't have 2 lithium on me, but aerogel, we have 1 ruby. One lithium. Kyanite will take 5 pieces with us. Empty lockers. So we have 2 pieces of aerogel. We'll need 1 more, then, but we have a gel sack, so I'm not super overly worried about it. Cuttlefish is coming with us. I'll take 8 power cell. Why not? Okay, so yeah, we will have to go get nickel and a single. What's it called? It keeps yelling. Trying to think real quick. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. So we also need more crystalline sulfur. I know that's one we need. We need 3 pieces, I think. And then we need the Cyclops shield generator, which we'll grab just because it's right here, and it's not that. Oh, it's on the other side actually. It's not that like crazy expensive to make, but we don't need it, you know. I was so scared that guy right there was the sea dragon because I went out of that and we just didn't even check. So that was very. I don't want to use the word ignorant, but very foolish. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of resources. We got all the kyanite we'll need later. I don't think we need magnetite. We might, but and the shield generator for the cockpit. So I mean, we're almost there. We'll need to go. We've got 2 crystalline sulfur. I think we need 5. So I don't think we have any more at base, but we'll see. Out here. Hopefully it be okay. It's okay. Not the best. But I was really hoping it'd be like bright days, so it makes me feel a little more comfortable that way. Sorry, I just smacked my microphone. Also, I'm still kind of using this old, like, cheap headset I've had since my freshman year of college, so I know the audio quality isn't the greatest thing in the world, but I have been looking for, like, a cheap microphone. I did say I wasn't going to put any money into this on the quality side unless I, like, saw something grown, but I'm just having a lot of fun with it. Plus, I've been told by a lot of people that, like, just having a headset, just like having headphones, is a lot better in the quality and sound side, and then just having a microphone is better quality. So I'm also really scared on how this episode is going to turn out because I did some tests before, but the test never showed the flaws that you want it to. Or we can do that, just have fun. Come here, I'm just gonna dump all the ingredients that we have just for safety.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just come with us. So we have stuff. So we now have 3 of the 5 cuttlefish. That's huge. Well, the kyanite can drop. This can drop. The 2 aerials. So we need 1 ruby. That's what we need. Let's make this into plasteel. Just we don't have to. We need 1 ruby, 3 nickel, and 2 crystalline sulfur. Take a nap and we'll go. And so we're actually going to go into a little bit like. So the barrier reef, right? I can't get its name right. I don't know why I keep reading its name. Great Barrier Reef is what I always call it. The Grand Reef, not the Great Barrier Reef. That is the fastest way into. That's the fastest way into the Lost River, or that is a way. The fastest way is actually through the kelp forest, or the blood kelp forest. So we'll head over there now. So I'm also trying to think of how many Reaper Leviathans there are. So I think there's 1 at the Aurora, maybe 2 at the Aurora. There are 2 at the mountain. We know that for a fact. So let's just assume 4, and then there's 1 at the dunes. And each dune, so there's 6 total, let's say. There might be more than likely there will be more. Yeah, since we're right here, let's go to the bottom of this and see what's down here. I really don't know. Assuming it's just land. Just like a trench. Oh, still going. It's 300. Fish, leave me alone. You have our button ready to go if something happens. Freaks me out. Oh yeah, it's just land. It's boring. Creepy terrain, land. That looks so cool though. Yeah, bone sharks leave. Get shocked. That's with me, you'll get, you know, that's the bull, you get the horns. Hey, that's a whole thing of uranium right there, that's crazy. There's another one! That's like a massive, like, radioactive waste. Okay. So, it's kind of hard to describe without showing, like, a picture of the Subnautica map, right? But, where we're at, here's the larger part of the blood kelp. We only went the small part the first time. There's the last ruby we needed. Ooh, we're safe for now. Warper, but they're friendly now. So, crab squids all over the place. Anyhow, I'm gonna do this life pod before I get into the theory of the meteor.
Flotation devices failed.
We're flooding. Evacuate.
Wait. I can reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
No, get me out of here.
Working.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
Yeah, so we're just gonna assume their plan didn't work out. But anyhow, but look how fast this entrance is. It takes you all the way down here. So quick. That's a bunch of uranium. There's a lot of uranium. Oh, I know where we're at. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're stuck in this now. He sees us. So I believe this is the way to the Ghost Leviathan egg. I think that's where that gateway was over there. So if we go on foot, we can like cheat our way back through there, but maybe I didn't know where I was going. Crystalline sulfur. Gel sack, just in case we need it. Definitely risky since we lost eyes on the Ghost Leviathan, but we're making it. We're doing okay. I see multiple pieces of nickel over here. I saw a piece of nickel and I hallucinated the other one. So that theory, if I can ever get the words out. Let's see what my resources are. Okay. It's actually 4 crystalline sulfur. Okay. And it pulled up the blueprint just to not necessarily be sure, but so we weren't having I didn't want to have to backtrack the second time. I think that's all the crystalline sulfur. So there was kind of this theory, right, around where we're at, okay? So there's where the Aurora crashed, and that's kind of the edge of the crater. So like, as we can see, on the backside of the Aurora, there is nothing there. Like, it literally just goes to a void and it's full of nothing but Ghost Leviathans. And then, kind of further into that, like, the entire map is surrounded by a void and dunes. And there's just, like, nothing around at all. Oh my! We almost just lost the entire run because we lost the sea moth. I can't be that reckless again. It's limestone. Okay, here's a safe area. So we have 2 nickel, and we've got plenty of crystalline sulfur. I want to get one last one just so we absolutely positive. But so it was kind of this theory that a meteor impact happened and it landed where the playable area is, and then everything else around it was just demolished and destroyed. So that's why there's a void on all sides. More uranium. And so it gives a little bit of sense. I don't necessarily think it works. I think the void was just kind of gameplay design, and like, the developers were recently talking about the second game of the void is going to be in there, but anything you build there can later on get demolished. Just because that's where they're going to build further into the game. And so I don't really like the idea that it's going to be live service. I don't know if it's going to be live service, but that's kind of what it sounds like. We have plenty of crystalline sulfur. If I find one more, I'd feel super comfortable. But biggest thing is we need to find this last piece of nickel. I don't understand why the nickel's been so complicated to find. Also, it's not looking very hard, I should say. Speaking of nickel, great. Nickel we need. Let's get one last piece. There's another piece of nickel, so why not? Nickel and nickel. That thing's back. I don't think it can, like, one bite kill us, but alright, we got some extra nickel too, so that's good. Just want to get one more crystalline sulfur. Just to be absolutely positive, be absolutely sure, be absolutely safe. I did get that final ruby, right? Yep, I got 2 rubies and 2 gel snacks, so we have an extra arrow gel. In case we want to rebuild the bronze suit. But I don't imagine we'll be doing that in this episode, if we do it at all. Lithium, I don't need lithium. Well, I probably do if, you know, any of my medical friends understand that joke, but look how big that hit was. We gotta go. That hit did almost 30 damage. We're gonna repair the, I see sulfur down here. So we got that last piece of sulfur I wanted as well. 4 sulfur, 5 nickel. We got everything we need. We're going. Now, I don't remember where we came in through, but it was by one of the giant bushels. It's definitely that one. So I think this is it right here where we came out of. Oh yeah. Well, that really is it. Of course it's dark, but I mean it might not be dark. We are 600 meters deep and in a cave. It is so beautiful. So this is a really easy way to get the Cyclops down here as well. Easier than Barrier Reef actually. But there used to be, and there probably still is, there's also another way in the same blood kelp forest to get the Cyclops through. And it's just super tight. Actually, I think that cave right there is what I was trying to squeeze my Cyclops through. I just couldn't, like, figure out how to fit it. And, like, you can get it through there and fit it, but it's just so tight. And it's basically Austin Powers, and you have to sit there and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can get it. It takes a long time, though. Good, we have all the resources to make this next bit, and should be pretty quick to get the following bit. And then we'll need to get at least one more plasteel to do the final one, but we've got the lithium, we just need to go find some. Hey, leave me alone. Here's a giant wreck. Where are these floating islands? They are doing so much damage to us. I don't even know how. I wonder if that's a hardcore thing, that they increase like the damage taken. I feel like I probably would have had more fun with the series if we also did do hardcore. Like I said, I wanted to challenge myself, but at the same time, it was just like, you know, it was just kind of like we needed to challenge ourselves. We needed to get something good for the title, and then I've never really completed it in hardcore before. I was really kind of hoping I'd like die a couple times and have to restart. never really hoped that, but at the same time, like, I would have done it, you know. And there was one time where we sat there, and like on the first, like, I was doing the very first episode, I think, and it was just like I was sitting there talking, and I drowned it in the safe shallows. I was like, oh. I was sitting there, and I didn't have like my PDA open, and I drowned it, and I was like, well, we're not even
Welcome
gonna make.
aboard, Captain.
We're not gonna start the series off with an immediate death. We're not gonna do that, is what I said, you know. And then, like, I mean, like, I wasn't even 10 minutes into that thing. It was so dumb, so embarrassing. I forgot it doesn't, like, warn you about auction. It was so stupid. I was so mad at myself.
Seek fluid.
But titanium, this, and aerogel. We make this last aerogel. Okay. How many ion cubes do we have left? We have 2. Oh no. Oh man, so that actually just caused problems. So we need 2 ion batteries to make the ion power cell. We need 2 ion power cells to build the rocket. We have 2 additional ion cubes. We have 1 additional ion battery. See the math problem here, we're missing an ion cube. And because we don't have a prawn suit, we can't go drill the thing out. Now let's go eat a tree and get some water out of it.
Vital signs stabilized.
So we are literally 1 ion cube away from being able to complete the rocket. So I guess we're actually going to go to the dunes in this episode and rescue the cuttlefish. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to the dunes, and I don't like going that area a lot. And we're gonna have to deal with a Reaper there. We won't be able to kill it, but be what it can be. Big boosters. This is really cool. Look at that. How massive it is. Field reserve. So yeah, we need 2 ion power cells. We got everything else. But how massive these things are. I always love the kind of hydrogen coming off of them. Let me figure out what I want to do. So, I mean, we have almost everything we need. We just need, like, we're 1 ion power cell away. Give me the silver and the gold. So let's grab the ion as well. This in here. So we make 2 more iron batteries. We're 1 away. There's just 1 battery away. So we now have 3 of these. Switch over to a regular battery. Do I have any silicon rubber left? Because I'll need some of that actually. Oh man, that's frustrating. Okay, not a big deal. These 3 batteries stay. What's that? Alright, well, we're going to the dunes. And we need a purple tablet. Well, we will do that. So, actually it looks like someone's definitely getting their wish, and we're rebuilding but we need the drill arm. So we need to go find diamonds. So we should have the titanium and lithium pretty easily. So where's the vehicles? There's the Cyclops. The vehicle should be nearby. There we go. So 2 plasteel, 2 aerogel, enameled, 2 diamonds, lead. So we have the enameled. We have the lead. 1. We only have 1 plasteel, but we get the other one pretty quick. Oh, I got the lead. 2, and then of course we can always make this up right back. I need to get rid of some of this water. It's too much water. Okay. What more do I need? I need the aerogel. So I guess that's really good. We picked up all that extra resource. Do I not have it? Okay, here's 1, and then we've got 2 extra. We got 2 aerogel now. Sweet. Okay, so we just need 6 diamonds. 6 diamonds and more titanium. So look for some shell chunks. I was really hoping we didn't have to do that, and there's not really a reason for it. Just the fact it's easy. I mean, not easy, but kind of skipped out. So I'm gonna come over here, and we need metal salvage, and then I'm also gonna grab 2 seed clusters because we need to get rubber made. 2 and 4, so that's 4 rubber. Then we get 3 metal salvages. So that's enough to make our other plasteel ingot. So we'll need a little bit more, but not enough that I'm concerned about it. We'll find that pretty quickly. Come here on the mountainside, there's so much metal salvage. And I was really hoping I could get this under 2 hours today, but I guess I'm failing at a lot of things now. I shouldn't say that. We had a really good day today. Very good compliment from a lot of people before. It's very good news. Edit up vision. Oh, look how cool it looks. Right there by the Rory too, which is so massive. Also, I wonder how many diamonds we have in the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's make this rubber. And we make one of the ion power cells too while we're here. We'll make this plasteel ingot, and so we can have both those ready. We'll have to make one more. We said earlier, it's right. We don't have one here. We have the lithium, but we don't have a plasteel ingot. Power cell. So we have everything we need for both. We'll need 2 more titanium, and I mean 12 more titanium because we also have to build the second plasteel. But how much lithium do I have? I have 2 pieces of lithium, of course. We have 1 piece of lithium, I believe, left on. No, I think we took that with us. Let's leave all this in here. Just dump all the extra stuff we don't need. So we have everything, we just need 6 diamonds. That's what we need. 6 diamonds and of course more lithium, but when you're getting shell, when we're getting the shell chunks, we'll find more lithium. So 3, we have 5 shell chunks. So that doesn't make this very promising for it being a one and done operation. But let's see. Lithium. Alright, well, we got all the lithium we need now. The first one, so, like I said, not very promising. Diamond. Gold. Man, if we just didn't blow up our prawn. Diamond. Hey, we found another shell. We're finding more, so that's good. Careful of the Leviathan over here. Diamond. What are you? Oh, Moonpool Fragment. Free titanium. A bunch over here now. Lithium. Gold. Lithium. Alright. Go away from that. Alright, so we have 4 of 6. 2 more. Lithium. I'll full inventory. We got a little bit more titanium, which was always good. So we'll look for some more scannable stuff too. Will help out. So I know there was a Cyclops fragment back here that was kind of forever. Oh boy, this is one of the ones that looks like inside of a cave. It's gonna be fun to get, I'm sure. Where's the outside? And lithium. Ah, this one's outside for sure. Of course. But hey, we got close. I'm just gonna look over here so you can see. I don't know if shell spawns over here or not. That looks like a dark spot. Nope. There's some shell. So we're out of the range of the scanner right now. Oh, we found a bunch, but we found diamonds, so we need 1 more diamond. I see 2 more pieces of shell. Right here. 3 more. Diamond, gold, diamond, lithium. Alright, we got everything we need. Actually, we got 1 extra. Oh yeah, I opened 1,000,000 of them right there at the end. Sweet. Now if I can find some titanium on the way back, very big. I didn't realize we were this close to the mountain. That's where we were at, the mountain. If it was light, I could have seen that. But the scanner room kind of sucks. I mean, it's very helpful, but when you start dealing with range, you have to give it a lot of time to scan. So if you sit there and go AFK for 5 minutes, it does just fine. But get out, everybody. 2 pieces of salvage, sweet. So that might be enough for everything we need. The only thing I can think of having issues right now, though, is getting the prawn soup up. Ledge. So what I'm thinking we do, because I am pretty quickly running out of time to film this episode, is we actually go... A ruby near us? No. And, oh, uranium, I guess it just went far enough to find it. Anyhow. Okay, so I'm gonna go build a drill real quick while it's here. If I have benzene, we'll do that. Grappling arm, because that will help us a lot, but I'm also not, like, we can do it without. I know for a fact we can. Stop, please. Go. I have 1 blood oil. I have 2 blood oils because I got that special one. Free. I also split all my ingredients. Yeah, I don't have enough blood oil. Yeah, I have enough for the prawn suit now, 2. And 1 extra diamond. Back in here. Because benzene takes 3 blood oil, so I'm 1 away. And we literally just had the blood kelp. I wish I remembered that. Titanium, I have 2, 6, 8. So we're really close to actually having that too. Alright, so the drill arm we can unattach. Don't care for that anymore. We do care for it, but we have it. So we need 2 more pieces of titanium for the next step of the rocket. Then once we get this last ion crystal, we'll have everything. Nighttime. Just skip the night, just 'cause you can't see anything. So Subnautica 1 is so dark in the nighttime, but the second game was a lot more like ambient light. It's fun. But yeah, let's go build the prawn suit. I'm not going to build any depth modules because I think A, we can get away without it, and B, we can get away without it, and B, once we're inside of the final base, we don't need it. Like, we took the Cyclops down there when we were 1,600 meters down. Cyclops, or Seamoth had a depth of 900. Like, so our second prawn suit, I'm thinking we're going to call this one Paul. Prawn Paul. Prawn Paul. He's here to avenge his father. God, he moves so fast. We will give him a drill. You see how bad the jump jets are without any of the upgrades, but that's what we got. They still work, they take longer to recharge, and they're less effective. It's more the grappling hook that I'll miss. But see, we got this punchy arm, so we can pick up stuff. So we should have ate and drank water before we left, but you know what? We're already coming this way. I also remember early, so in kind of, I wouldn't say it's early game. Sorry, I had to do it. Here are the last 2 pieces of titanium. But I definitely wouldn't say that it was early game, but I remember Markiplier did a playthrough this. And him and Jacksepticeye, I think, and Queso were like the only people I watched to actually play this game. Just because Queso was so funny. And, so Markiplier always made a base in that version at the mountain, and that's where he found all his magnetite and everything. So like he was making a base and getting magnetite and uranium and everything. Had nuclear reactors super early, and now like he was missing a lot of other stuff. But like he had some of those, and like when you had those, that was such a crazy deal. And then I think because of his success and doing it like that, I think that's when they added the over here. Also, the jump jets hardly work outside of the water. So I think that's why they added the Reaper, but I'm pretty sure he put his base on the other side. But also, there used to be a big strat, not really a strat, I shouldn't say that, but a lot of people used to build their base right next to the Aurora. So like creepy out of it. I've done playthroughs where I've like my whole goal of it was to build a base somewhere different and have that be my start area. And it's just that thing of like every time I go back through it, you know, the only one I like super care about is that area, and that's just the area I have fun in, you know. We're drinking water, well, sue me. I'm talking to myself. Upset. Can I get through here? Oh, we can. I don't know if we can get down the elevator. It's kind of a question. It would make this a lot easier if we can. It's not like we just hopped in the water right there. If I found like one more ion cube while walking through here, I'd be so happy. But I know that won't happen. Ooh, we fell so fast. That was kind of freaking me out. Still daylight out, right? We had this in case a Reaper tries to mess with us. Yeah. Good portal. Don't see anyone. It's good. Alright, sweet, we're halfway there. But I think so the reason I really like the red red kelp or whatever everyone's called it, red marsh. The area where our base is, I always like putting it in between the red marsh kelp. A, because there's all those wrecks there and you're right next to a kelp forest and you're pretty close to the mountain. And so, I mean, that just gives you so many advantages. We need to come up here. We don't need to go back. We can't go back there. I don't actually know if we can get up here without this upgrade. So we might have to try back there. I don't know if this will we don't have a boost. We're really close. That's one of those. I think that was the tallest tower of the 4. So we'll have to try to get this squeezed through that teleporter back there. But like where our base is, we get all the shell we need. So we get all the lithium and diamonds and gold, and then there's of course sandstone all around us. So we get the silver, the lead, and so those are very vital materials that we chase more often than anything. And then titanium, the kelp force is right next to us. The aurora is right next to us. That wreck is right next to us. So like there's so much titanium around us. And there's titanium all over the place. That like that's not a deciding factor, but like it's so potently there, you know. I don't think this fits, but hopefully. Oh, sweet, it does. But anyhow, it's just like all of our needs are right there. Broke the game a little bit there. All of our needs are right there. And so when we need table coral, acid mushrooms, the safe shallows, I mean, a 1-minute swim back. So let's come here and get our 1 ion cube. Just our 1. But it's just like everything's there. It's like, alright, what sucks, right, and what you could do to flip to the other side of the aurora, like we're at the front side, if you go to the back side. Okay, so we get to see this though. But if we flip to the back side of the aurora, the benefit that we get from doing that is benefit we get from that is A, we're closer to the Great Reef, we're closer to the Blood Kelp, and we're closer to the Mountain Island, right? But A, kind of like once you get the fruit tree, whatever it's called, from the Mountain Island, there's no purpose to ever go back. There's no reason. And for me, if you want to make a base there, cool, but like, there's nothing there. There's a ghost leviathan underneath the thing. Like, for me, there's just not a reason to go there. And then the back of the aurora has a more aggressive leviathan that you can accidentally run into a lot more, compared to being at the front where there is a leviathan as well, but he's in a lot more, you know, disclosed locations, the best way to put it. Just try to climb our way out of here. Kind of suck. Be really slow. But once we get up top here, we should be just fine. And then the biggest thing that like I kind of have a problem with of going to the back of the aurora is that there's not really a whole lot of like shell, so you already have to go all the way back to the front, or you have to go to a different area. So for me, it's just like, why would I do that? You know, when the space works here, like, and in most games too, like the second you take your Cyclops down there, it either A, stays down there, or B, you bring it back. And that 30-minute trip means nothing. And like when you're exploring and you have to find all the locations and stuff again, like that's a different deal. And so your Cyclops will go everywhere, and you'll go through 250,000 batteries to do so. But you know, I don't know. It's just like for me, that's the perfect location. It's just like every time I've played, every new base I've tried, because I've tried bases on the backside of the Aurora, I've tried a floating island base, I've tried a mountain base, I've tried I tried an enforcement platform base. I have done one mountain base, but I quit like halfway through just because like I was so sick of having to just go everywhere. Like I'd go so far away from base for any simple ingredient. And then I've also done survival in the lava zone and the inactive lava zone, and that's really hard. Right there. Because so like what I do for that is I activate cheats and I use kind of the creative mode as well. So you go there and all you do is you unlock all blueprints, right? But you create a multi-purpose room and you give yourself the standard stuff. Okay? You give yourself a battery. Right, you give yourself a fabricator, a med kit. So a fabricator, a med kit, a radio, not that that's necessary, and you give yourself like 3 lockers, is what I always said. And you have the scanner, and then you can go and you can find everything near you, and you also give yourself the sea glide, I think, because you can't get lubricant down there. And then down there, you can get titanium, you get lithium, you get everything else, and so you can build a lot. But the thing you can't build any vehicles, so you have to hang out down there. And the way you actually get out there is by making a million air bladders.
Captain.
And that way, you just have so much air you can get back out. And you just have to make this giant like pipeline where you have the air bladder. You just keep connecting pipes and putting another air bladder. It's, I mean, a tedious and long process, but it works. You know what I think we're missing? A single piece of silver. That's what I think we're missing. One more piece of rubber. I guess we only needed 1. Fine, I don't know why you're up 2. These last 2. This last 1. Okay, so we'll take the sea moth. We need more titanium, and we need one piece of silver. Go find all that over here real fast. Oh, that makes me so motion sick. Look how massive it is. It's crazy. But just like this is the best investigation. I don't understand why I'm so like clear-headed when I've been playing this game. I know I always have like an OCD rant that get distracted on 85 other things, but man, it's been batteries. I understand that. It's the stress. That's what it is. Hey, free stalker tooth. I'll say no. Hi, Mount. Hi, very creepy Mount. So we have 4 aids. So if we get 1 more metal salvage, we have enough to build the final plasteel ingot. Right here. It's beautiful. Now we just need to find silver. That's all we needed. And that's all she spoke. It's pretty easy. I say that as we get intercepted by a Reaper in the safe shallows, and we're running right as we're about to build the last like 2 stages of the rocket, the Neptune rocket. I'd always love to like swim in the ocean world like this. I mean, take out all the terrible stuff that's killing you, but I think if I could swim and there's just like the jelly rays and the peepers and the bladderfish, I feel like it's just absolutely so beautiful. You know, maybe I had enough titanium for this last one. Or... No, yeah, okay, I just built the plasteel one I needed for this one. Okay, so I'm not lying to myself. Titanium. Plasteel unit. Ion battery would make the final power cell. Sweet, and so now we have the extra. I'm gonna take the 4 pieces of kyanite as well, the Cyclops shield generator, and I believe that's it for that. What was it? No. Oh, enameled glass is what we needed. The start back. Get our food. Lantern fruit is what these things are called. This is the only like important thing off the mountain for me. So unless I'm missing something, I believe in one fell swoop we can get the last 2 rocket upgrades and get off the planet. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll see if something else happens. We deactivated the quarantine enforcement platform, but is there a second one? Who's to know? Giant this thing is. Myself. I knew it would have needed that too. Fortunately for us though, I believe we have all the resources required to do that at the base. But here's the gantry elevator. So we can't see the thing building over here. But we're actually going to jump off the back of this in the water. Just 'cause it's fun. I hope we don't die doing that. Oh, I didn't actually know you can enter it before you built the final fuselage, but here's a power unit, hydraulic system, a locker in case you need anything, which we don't. Communications. Yeah, and then you can climb up the cockpit. See how big the island is. There's always a theory that there's more islands out. That's kind of what it is. I was scared we wouldn't make that one. That's where we died. The fall damage of all things. Okay, quick pit stop. We'll be back. I also want us to grab the cuttlefish for a quick little project. I remember one time when I was first playing this, my first ever playthrough was like, it's one of those ones where you'd spend like,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
you know, 30 hours or something like so stupid. Cop wire, gold, and table coral. Do you have question mark? One that's pissed off, guys. Thought we had table coral. Well, not a big deal. But it's one of those where you like play this game for like 6 weeks. Maybe not that long, but like 3-4 weeks in a row, you know, and you put so many hours into it, and you don't actually get anywhere because you have no idea what's going on, and you have no idea that, you know, the lava zone exists and whatnot. But I remember just building like the tunnels with the fabricator. They were so long, and I kept making the glass ones, and finding the quartz was getting so like difficult. But I made the thing like wrap around and go all the way to the front of the Aurora, because I was scared, but I knew I was safe inside the base. And so all I did was that. I put glass on the sides of it, and then, you know, made the aurora and made the observatory right there at the end. So I harvested all that. Now all of a sudden we won't be able to find table. Oh, so right as I'm talking. This is also the stuff that, like, a base on a mountain sucks because you have to come all the way here to get this. Same with acid mushrooms. Same with limestone. Like, you need to be in an area that limestone is present. Yeah, so this is a super long episode, but hey, we made it, right? So right now, so this is the 7th episode. If we do an 8th episode, but it's all fun, this is a 2-week series. Because I'm doing four uploads this week, so I think very well. It's fun. We can always come back. You know, we can always do a part 11. It doesn't matter that we finish the story. It's all about the love of the game, right? Good. Cuttlefish. Cuttlefish. Where are my cuttlefish? I gotta label these things, but there's no point now. Go up here and say goodbye to our base. I am very happy with this base. I like this base. We need to build the aquarium, which we'll do in the bonus episode, but man, really losing that prawn suit really set us so far back. That really is the, like, catalyst of, like, why everything got delayed. Also, it's probably been like at least 2 weeks since anyone from Altera has checked in on us. Oh, we need to stay down here, so we can't really see it constructing. I was going to go up to the entry, but I want us to hang out here for a second. And it's really cool rocket, but it's super bland. But as we all know, Altera likes to, you know, kind of spice it. Oh, the music dropped.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
So we're gonna go with our colors. So there's a couple color schemes I really like. I want to show. And then Neptune, King Neptune. For the new SpongeBob movie coming out, that looks awful. They did one good SpongeBob movie. Why is the name red? I don't want the name to be red. It needs to be dark orange. Yeah, so red's on both sides of this color spectrum for some reason. A little more readable. No, not really. It's not what I want. Stripe 2 is also supposed to be orange. The name I want to be like bright orange. I always wish they'd done like any other. Alright, yep, that's where it's like, I like that orange because it pops out. But my favorite color scheme for this actually is, oh, no, you can stay orange. I wanted you to stay that color. Okay, I hope that's good. Neon green, blue, and blue. I mean, look at that. I think it's really cool. Let's try this though. Inverse that. Oh, I want brighter blue. Let's do neon green, blue, and cyan. That's always a really good looking one. This is the Jacksepticeye rocket. Everything but the thrusters, but as the sunset sets on the 7th day, today, we gotta call the elevator. Let it take an hour to get back down here because we set it up. See a rocket, beautiful moons, all the stars, the aurora, and all of our dead coworkers. Our beautiful base. We'll hop in here, go exploring. So we checked out this area already. Climb up here and see what's going on up here. There's the power core. There's 2 ion power cells. So you see we can't go ready because we have to activate life support, the time capsule, the primary computer, and then these 3. Look how beautiful it is up here. And so it's kind of fun to do this at day, but I don't really remember ever doing this at night. So auxiliary power on. Let's do this, guys. To a journey's end.
Auxiliary power unit online. Communications systems array active. Pressurizing hydraulics.
I think it was always cool how they gave all the vehicles a different voice. Still doing this with our Sea Glide and everything in tow. Primary CPU.
Primary computer systems active.
See the aurora still burning in the background. Time capsule. It's a very important one. So unfortunate though is because this game's been in full release forever. We can't actually this time capsule won't go to another player because they went through and they filtered out all of the time capsules, so there's nothing stupid or crazy. There's some really annoying ones, like there's one where you literally just get poop. Like the guy just has poop in it from some guys we'll see. But I think this is my favorite image that we're going to use. So we got these. Here's the eclipse. I think it's pretty. This is beautiful. But you see that the first thing. That's the thumbnail of our very first episode. Actually, there's one more thing I'm going to do, but we're going to do this one. We're going to say BEA. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't spell right now. Enjoy the beautiful creatures of the world. They are friends if treated right. That sounds okay. But we're giving them. Oh, it's not allowed. Are you kidding me? I was gonna give them the cuttlefish. But here you go. You'd have some food and lithium.
Time capsule ready.
We'll turn on that in a second. I want to come back down and do one last check. Not a check. I want to get a picture. Yep, get a picture. Ooh. That about pushed us off the gantry. You kidding me? Almost killed us. That thing looks so cool at night too. I want to get the name in it. So I hope someone understands the SpongeBob reference, even though I don't want SpongeBob. How's that look? Sweet. Sorry for that additional delay. I've caused a lot of delays in this episode. So, okay, well, let's see what happens. Power to us, right? Life support systems engage.
Life support systems online.
Everything's
All
green.
systems are go for liftoff.
Goodbye. Let's hope this works. That's all I can say. Cross your fingers. Oh, it automatically turns to day. Are you kidding? I've never seen it at night. That's probably why. This
Ready to
random
launch on your
intruders knows how this
command,
goes.
Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time capsule jettison.
Makes no sense why that'd be there, but cool. This music's amazing.
Caution. Approaching
Yeah,
orbital
some people stop that.
debris field.
I don't know. Not again.
Orbital debris field clear.
Yeah, some PTSD.
Performing gravity turn maneuver.
Cool stuff. See, there's more land masses too. Beautiful.
Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate.
Beautiful this.
Engaging
also,
ion boosters in 3, 2.
Right there's the ice
One.
caps. That's where we play in a below zero.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
They could not have ended that better than having her give that little speech. Her come back up. I love that speech too. You go amongst the stars, I lie amongst the sand. We're still. This is just a beautiful speech. We meet all these amazing people who helped create this. But yeah, no, I mean, I love this game so much. James Backway is Bartorgo's guy. But they just did such an amazing job in this game. And they got that fear of the ocean that everyone has, and they ignited it with some terrifying creatures, and it just one Xbox version was great. Which this was originally a console game when it came out. So they just did such an amazing job on this. I'm so proud of them. So there's actually coming up soon. There's a category I want us to give some attention to. But here's a bunch of playtesters and their, gamer tags, which I thought was really cool. Production babies, and they had a lot of them too, because this game was. Oh, I guess not. So, but right here, there's a bunch of people: Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, 8-Bit Ryan, Anthemania, Those are the people I remember. But those were YouTube and Twitch streamers everywhere, which technically is me, too. So, but yeah, I wish they would have
Welcome
lingered on
home
that.
to all terror. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
What a way to truly kick the guy while he's down. Yeah. So we were able to complete that in about 14 hours. Now, what we can all see right here is because we did that, for some reason it decided not to save. I guess I did do another hardcore save. I guess that means I would have completed it in 12 hours, it looks like. Maybe a little more. But so I've completed at least 4 times on PC and several times on Xbox. When was my first PC? 2023. So in 2 years I beat it 4 times. I'm gonna load in this just to see what's gonna happen because I have a feeling that we just lost all progress. Yeah. I won't lie to say I'm slightly upset about that, and I think that's kind of a dumb decision. But that's my fault. I should have saved and quit before. I'll admit. But I think that gives us some fun for our next episode. So, like I said, we'll do a bonus episode, and I think for that episode, we will go and do. I think we'll go into creative mode, and then we'll go explore and do some fun stuff, and show you guys what's going on. But I think that's it for this episode, guys. So we were able to beat this in how many hours? So this is a 2.5 hour stream. So 10 hours. So we were able to beat this just under 13 hours. So I'm guessing somehow I went slower than my last. Oh, I was a little bit faster than my last run by minutes. But hey guys, so that there for part 7. Part 8 we'll go probably have another 2-hour episode and just have fun and see what we get up to. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please comment, let me know what you guys think, subscribe if you want to support the channel. Tell me what you want to see next and I will make it happen. So take care everyone.